Hello, guys. Welcome to the first ever GCW Post-Show. We are coming at you on a Saturday. Normally, it would be right after the show, but the show ended really late because it was in LA time this time. But we're so excited to be on here. We have a bunch of our new Body Slam podcast recruits. A lot of you guys are on a Body Slam show for the first time ever. So I'm super, super excited. Let's start. Oh, God, this way. Can you introduce yourself and just tell me a little bit about you and your favorite person who's appeared on GCW? There we go. We'll do it like a question.
Yeah. So my name is Kiley. I do writing and interviews and the GCW Post-Show. And my favorite person in GCW is Effie. There's no competition.
Okay. And then, oh, there you go. Wyatt?
All right. Hey, everyone. I'm Wyatt. I am a new writer, journalist, now podcaster with bodyslam.net. I'm really excited. I've been a wrestling fan for a long time who left professional wrestling as a whole because I kind of was tired of the product that WWE was putting out, and I was too young and stupid to find indie stuff, so I left, and then CM Punk brought me back, and now I'm checking out GCW, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. So,
and you just had a great piece up on bodyslam.net about that story as well, so if you guys go check that out and the browser, like bodyslam.net, that way. You know what I mean? Very confusing. Mike, you're doing lots of great stuff. You already put out like 2 pieces already. How are you feeling? Introduce yourself a little bit.
I'm Mike. This is my first time doing any of this, really. I've just been a wrestling fan. I'm in my 30s, and since, I was like 4 years old, I think was when I really started to get into it, and kind of always wanted to talk about it, always wanted to write about it, and turns out you can do that now. And it's not something you have to keep secret from people. It's like you can just proudly be a wrestling fan these days. So I do AEW results articles for Body Slam and GCW Post-Show.
Really good ones at that. Had an amazing piece last night. Still super, super proud of that one.
My favorite GCW wrestler, Black Death, the motherfucking truth, AJ Gray. Just
I am not surprised.
I'm so scared of this man. But God, I love watching him hurt people. Terrifying human being, though. Terrifying.
Absolutely.
When Jonathan flinched, I literally flinched with him. I was like,
oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can't wait to talk about that match.
Absolutely. I hope AJ one day. I hope me and Cass make that happen for you.
I
hope he meets you and chops you. Actually,
I've got a bad back, so the less if I hit the floor, I might not get up.
I feel you there, man.
He sent Cass down a hallway, so
yes. That was the greatest video ever.
I'll accept a handshake, which I'm sure would be painful enough from him.
There you go. Oh, and then I actually did forget to say my favorite GCW wrestlers. So I only really have this show and then the match between Nick Cage and Mox to go off of, really. Mm-hmm. But I really liked Nick Wayne. He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And represented for the under 18s.
Yeah.
Coming out real soon. I'm very excited.
Fun fact, he is younger than his entrance music.
Really?
He was younger than his
the song he walked out, or there's a year difference between him and his entrance song. Either he's 1 year older or 1 year younger than the release year of the song he walks out to.
Wow, that's insane.
And
that is insane.
Yes, I am here. I am all of their bosses now. I am in charge of Body Slam because Fatsu is away, as always. And yes, I am the Wayne Arena's champion now because I am the champion of everything. I don't care if it's not a top title in your mind. It is. Okay, sorry. Had to give Gianna Perazzo a little nudge there.
Hey,
you're the goat. You're allowed.
Yeah, well, can't complain.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about how this show started. Very controversially, I guess you could say. Lots of people were unhappy and not pleased with what was happening during the beginning of the show. There was an error with Fight as a part of their broadcast. It wasn't airing. Like there was like a loading bar on the Fight network saying it was like having issues streaming. We saw this a little bit.
The venue.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We saw this a little bit when they had the last show. Well, not Blood and Guts. It was Blood and something. They've been addicted to using blood recently. No, it was GCW So High or So something.
It was either So High or So Alive.
So Alive.
So Alive, yeah.
Second night. With names. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I actually watched it. I just am having a hard time.
They have a new show. They do a show every week or two with like a new name every week or two. It's if any of us can keep track, it's good on us.
You're lucky. I remember that. It's called Day One. I don't know how I'm supposed to remember all of this stuff. So you're lucky for that one. But we did see some issues with that before as well. I don't remember exactly what match it was during, but there was a couple of issues with the broadcast not coming up then. So it seems like this is now a thing for GCW, and people have started to question if they should start like taping and posting their episodes later. Do you guys have any opinion on that, or how the show started? Anything in general, you guys can just feel free to give your thoughts, and then we'll talk about the result of the match that didn't happen here after.
Well, I feel like part of the appeal of GCW is that it's a small community and it's live. So if they taped, I feel like it does lose a lot of the mystique of it and sort of the unpredictability. But then again, if we're going to keep having these fight errors, like we missed the scramble match and Ninja Mac won that match, and he is a fan favorite. So a lot of people were very upset that they didn't get to see him at all on the show because he wasn't in any other matches. He didn't do any appearances. So either they got to sit down with Fight and figure something out. They have to tape. Maybe they could just go on another platform, IWTV, something. But this can't keep happening.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. Obviously, like we missed Ninja Mac. Jimmy Lloyd was in that match. Jack Cartwheel was in that one, apparently.
What? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Cartwheel, Vandegrift, Jimmy Lloyd, Gringo Loco, Ninja Mac, and Arez, maybe?
Arez, yes.
Yes.
So, obviously some absolute insanity surely happened. There was some reaction from people inside that I saw online that was really positive about the match. But, at the same time, technical difficulties.
Yes, we did.
It's bound to happen, especially, the production staff, it's not like a TV production team that you have, I'm sure there's interchanging pieces in there at times, and venue changes constantly, probably not always the best equipped venues necessarily either. So,
Yeah, and to GCW's credit, they did say that they would work to get the match up on the Fight replay stream. As far as I know, it's not up there yet. It still shows the loading and the replay. But if they can get that solved, that's the best they could do. But at the same time, this can't happen again.
Yes. I did want to also mention that we did have a correspondent there last night who had some pictures and had some news and stuff like that from over there. So you can check that out on the Body Slam Twitter at BodySlamNet if you want to see all that good stuff. I think Byron was over there for us this last night. But let's move into the first actual match that we saw. It was a very, very hot match. Two teams who basically killed each other. We had the GCW World Tag Team Champions, the Briscoes, who are also the ROH Tag Champions now, but they didn't wear those titles, taking on Brody King and PCO, and the winners were the Briscoes. What were your guys' thoughts on this match, the result, all that good stuff?
Well, my first thought was Brody King is huge. He makes the Briscoes look small. He's just a massive man, and it was just a very GCW match. It was just hard hitting. There were so many spots that I thought were just insane. Like Mark Briscoe up on the apron did a diving clothesline to Brody King through one of the chairs in the crowd, one of the gold chairs. I thought that looked brutal, and it was such a simple move. But these guys, they're so skilled at making everything look just deadly. I thought the result was right. I thought the match was excellent. Just gold stars all around.
I liked when there was die written in blood on the door.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
That was a vibe for sure. Those chairs in that venue, like props to anyone who's taking a dive into those things. They're like dining chairs. They're not
They were
like
fancy too.
Oh, man.
yeah, like I feel like like that's like pull it up to your table for dinner kind of chairs.
Yeah.
Not like fold it in half and hit someone wrestling chairs.
No.
It's that every time somebody was landing on those, it just hurts me.
And I did like that commentary made sure that they said it was Lucha Libre rules, so there's no DQs. Because if they hadn't told me that, they're sitting here diving through chairs, there's doors, it would have been a lot more confusing than it was.
What?
Go ahead.
What I love about GCW tag matches is they always start off 1v1 in the ring. But like, anywhere around the 5-minute mark of the match, it's just breaking right down into Texas Tornado, and it's almost never going back. Also, PCO is a 53-year-old man.
Hold on.
Really? Wait,
PCO
what?
is a legend.
PCO. Okay,
I've watched PCO my whole life.
I'm 33 years old. He started wrestling a year before I was born. And
What?
he got pushed from the top rope to the outside on the floor, where he, bless him for trying to go through those doors, he like grazed the far one and just landed on like a wood dance floor.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't know that he's this legendary figure, because his career did kind of wind down, and then he had a resurgence with Villain Enterprises and ROH. So I feel like a lot of people think that he's just a latecomer to the game, but no, PCO is a legend.
Like,
and he's still taking bumps like that.
Like, I'm trying to think of anyone. Yeah, like
2 times my life. 2
Yeah,
times
like
my lifetime.
trying to think of anyone else that age taking those kind of bumps. It's just like who does?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he did. But like,
he knows so that table
as frequently as PCO though.
Yeah.
Like
PCO's he's just built different.
He is
absolutely insane. He is. It's a. I'm Canadian. We're not all like that. It's a Quebec thing, I think.
Who else is from? Is Kevin Owens from Quebec or
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Stu Grayson, Evil Uno is from the Ottawa, Quebec area. A lot of French Canadian wrestlers. Like, it's a great scene. It's a great scene.
Kevin Owens just did an interview in French, and I popped so hard when I saw that the interview was in French. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh yeah. It's awesome.
But moving on, we did have another match, which is close to my heart. I love all the under 18s. We had Nick Wayne, who is 1 year younger than me. I don't understand that. Facing off against Tony Deppen, and Tony Deppen apparently has been wrestling longer than Nick Wayne's alive. That's what I think Kevin said on commentary.
17 years.
17 years.
17-year veteran.
Nick Wayne is not yet 17.
Yes.
But can I just say about Nick Wayne, the way he wrestles and his style, you can tell he's a true product of someone who grew up on PWG. Everything about him screams PWG, screams Young Bucks, Indies, that era. I think that's incredible.
But he has the and it might be his pedigree, but like his fundamentals and just like, his
very strong.
His motions, the way he, the way he sells things, he's beyond talented for his age.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what we call that? A prodigy.
It's a prodigy.
Yeah. He's a prodigy. He's so good, and I can't imagine how amazing he's gonna be when he has 10 more years and he's still really young. He's gonna be the same age as MJF, and he will have been wrestling for how long has he been wrestling now?
Nick Wayne?
Not sure when he started, but
he was wrestling since he was young.
So
a while.
Yeah. So by the time he's 26, by the time he's the same age as MJF, he'll have like 12 or 13 years in the professional wrestling business, which is insane.
Think about it like Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy started that young. He wrestled when he was very, very young, and now look how good he is now. And I'm not saying that all children should wrestle. that all children
Right,
wrestlers
yeah.
have done.
Cora Jade is like 20 or
Yeah.
something like that.
Really?
When you're this
Oh, wow.
talented,
Riho's another like
Riho.
she's
Yeah.
like 20 and she's got
She
11 years
is?
experience.
Oh,
or something.
wow.
She's
Or
24.
oh no,
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
she's 24. She's been wrestling for 15 years though.
Oh, wow.
Like
Crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Okay.
But
Next
anyways,
match.
yeah, to the
smart
match.
parents in these families. Like, you reckon, like, yeah, sure. Let's
I have some thoughts
let's
on parents who let their kids wrestle, but I'm not going to share this on here.
no, like let's, hey, you want to try the wrestling out? Let's go do that. Oh wow, you're okay. Never mind. You keep doing that. Like who am I to stop
right.
you?
For this next match. Oh, are you guys okay moving on? Any other thoughts?
Yeah.
I want to just say Tony Deppen. He's gonna get a belt somewhere in 2022. Like, this guy does everything. He can wrestle tags. He can wrestle singles. I've got a bunch of notes. He even with Ron Funches, you know what I mean? Like, he took a guy with, very minimal experience, had, put on beyond a match, just a good show with him. Like,
and some of the spots that he walked him through, like when Nick Wayne went up onto the second rope to do the cutter off the top, and he pushed him down on the second rope and did the double stomp. I thought that was very advanced for someone as young as Nick Wayne. But with Tony Deppen, it's safe and it's going to look good.
Yeah, the double stomp.
Credit to him. You're right.
The running double knee right after it too, just looked awful. Nick Wayne, I'm sure, felt great.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that Tony did a great job of selling for him. I think that was the biggest thing that I got out of that, aside from how awesome Nick Wayne looks. And
I think so too. How do we make this happen?
Oh man,
make it happen. Get her in the ring.
Don't you live near the Performance Center?
Yeah, I live near Jay Lethal's wrestling school too, and Tyler Breeze.
On here, we can't say his name on the podcast, but you live near wrestling school, right? There you go. Sorry.
Yeah,
not my vibes. Moving on
Yep.
to the next match. Going forward. The next match, we had a match that is close to Kiley's heart, I'm guessing. We had Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green versus Bussy, which is Effie and Allie Catch. What were your guys' thoughts on this match? And then I have a story that I would like to share after this.
I thought it was incredible. Of course I did.
I was happy from the minute I heard Cardi B, and I started just shaking my ass at my desk here.
Wait, no, you didn't record that. We need that for TikTok content.
Oh no, God, never. No,
we need that for TikTok.
No, we want traffic, not blocks. Like, we're trying to get people to come to the page, not never want to go there again.
I thought it was great. I was really excited for it. As soon as I heard Cardona's music, I was surprised that he can use that, because I thought, because he was using the. Yeah, I didn't realize that he had the rights to. Yeah, I thought that was a WWE
production. So did I.
Yeah, so I was really surprised, and I was excited because I haven't seen Cardona wrestle since I stopped watching wrestling, and then whenever I came back, he was wrestling. I don't even know if he was signed to Impact yet.
Dude, you gotta watch his match with Nick Gage, and your mind is gonna go.
This GCW run is the best run of this man's career.
All right, well, sounds good.
Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but we were talking about it a little bit before the show. Like, Matt Cardona he's getting in my indie wrestling top 10.
His soon to be wife. Sorry, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Chelsea Green.
And I love Chelsea Green.
I've gone to bat her on Twitter. Me and her are besties, as I always say. She likes my tweets, so me and her are besties.
Yeah, there you go.
She's like literally, she's on every single promotion. Like what? That is mind blowing to me. So I love all of her success. So shout out to Chelsea Green, and she took a lot of horrendous bumps this weekend. Like that was crazy. The belt and
oh my gosh,
chair happened this week also.
She got DV'd by Matt Cardona twice this week. She bled last night after getting hit with the title belt.
Yeah.
But like this match was, it was exactly what I was hoping for. There was great wrestling, but they played with the story really well in there. I loved the spot where Chelsea pushed Matt forward, and then he ended up face to face kissing Effie in the middle of the ring. He looked much less upset about it last night than previous matches between them too. So Chelsea might have to watch out.
I want a singles match with Matt Cardona and Alley Catch. I think they have good in-ring chemistry. They would be so good.
Yes, absolutely.
That's such a 2021 like sentence. Alley Catch and Cardona have great chemistry, like Zack Ryder and Alley Catch.
Right.
Crazy.
I love watching Alley Catch wrestle. She'll mix it up with anybody too. Like she, it's. I'm never sad watching an Alley match.
Oh.
It was definitely. This one was definitely entertaining. That
happened like last week was really good too. So
I got to shout out the one, one particular move that Effie did though, where he hit Matt Cardona with an under the rainbow while also superplexing Chelsea Green. That was insane.
Yeah.
Like
that was. I didn't take any notes for the show. I wasn't supposed to be on. Cass was supposed to be on here, but that was the one spot that I remembered.
Oh, it's all good. I wrote them all down.
Yeah, I wrote a whole bunch down too.
It was just good. I loved seeing Effie just like with a power move with the superplex while he's got the under the rainbow going on Cardona. That was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He's the star of GCW. So.
Yep.
You know what I'm gonna get you for your birthday? I'm gonna get you an Effie interview. That's what I'm gonna get you for your birthday.
I would faint. It'd be like you with Daniel Garcia. I would just.
Dude, no, we can't. I don't play about no DG. January 16th, catch me on the floor when I see Daniel Garcia. That's all I gotta say.
Every stream Jaychele gets on, it gets brought up. It's the same thing. You're gonna faint.
I said it yesterday. I said it the day before. Anytime I'm on a podcast, expect Daniel Garcia to be a topic. He doesn't have to be on a show. He doesn't have to be involved in any of the topics. Daniel Garcia comes up. And I think for that, I deserve to get a wedding ring because I am bringing him clout. I'll give you the wedding ring. End of story.
Get it.
We're going to make it happen. We'll make it happen.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
Honestly, on the topic of GCW anyway, like, would love to see Daniel Garcia wrestle some more of these folks.
It got to come, right?
Cool.
It's coming soon. Him and Lee Moriarty. I'm feeling it. Like, I'm feeling the energy. He'll probably take at least like a Jack Cartwheel. Oh my God, Daniel Garcia and Blake Christian, Lee Moriarty and Blake Christian. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on a Blake Christian.
He's really great too.
Blake, Alex Zane, Ninja Mac, Starboy Charlie.
Yep, love Starboy Charlie.
I'm excited to check him out.
Shit, Marco Stunt. Like, there's so many good dudes in GCW. Like, this is got all the toys to play with.
Yeah, I'm excited
the toy box is so
get to know all these people. Yeah,
this is dedefinitely the peak of GCW. I've watched since the beginning, and this is definitely the hottest they've been. So,
Einstein, if you need to call AEW, I bet they'll let you take some.
Yeah.
They had 3 wrestlers that they couldn't get for this show that were originally booked and had to pull out last minute, and managed to replace all 3 of those matches with just bangers.
Oh, really?
That was
what were the ones before?
Rosa, right?
We had COVID.
There was Negro Casas, who was originally scheduled for AJ Gray. I can't. I have to go back and look at the original card.
Crazy.
But
I saw Thunder Rosa on a card. Like when I was looking for posters, like this graphic, this little circle thing, there was one with Thunder Rosa. When I clicked it, it didn't have Thunder Rosa. So I was she meant to be on
she wrestled against Alley Catch.
Right, that's what I was thinking. But like on the Blood on the Hills one, there was one where she was on it also. Crazy.
I'd have to look this up. I can't remember the original card because I've been like staring at the new one after they filled those 3 matches, going, "What? What a great card to get to start this show up for,
And I was just thrilled that at the end of this Cardona match, he just quits GCW.
Yeah, that was insane.
We didn't talk about that.
I was like, good riddance.
It was crazy.
So many meme-worthy moments from this match too. Like Cardona getting flipped off on his entrance by
that was great.
by multiple children.
Yeah. And I love how the commentary, like along with that, was saying that is the future of this world, telling Cardona, "F you," and then also in the next line saying, "Yep, yeah, saying
GCW is for the
GCW is for the
kids.
children."
Bussy
I was like-
Bussy is for the kids.
No, give me a second. I want to insert my story here now.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
Kevin Gill. Okay, I'm gonna start with my Kevin Gill story. Me and Kevin Gill did an interview probably a month ago or so at this time now. But basically he did the whole last part of the interview dunking on Matt Cardona. Super, super interesting. Just straight up dunking.
wow.
He actually hates Matt
Oh.
Cardona.
I love it.
Okay, but my story, right? So last night I was watching GCW. Like I didn't watch SmackDown. I watched Rampage. And I watched GCW, and I was like, let me just watch the show because I was interested in the card. So I was on the phone with my boyfriend. He doesn't watch wrestling at all, but he goes, GCW, is that where they throw thumbtacks at each other and land on glass? And I was like, yeah. So we actually go to the show. He like pays attention a little bit at the Briscoes. He hears WAP. He goes, show me. Show me why is the song playing? And then we get to oh my god, we get to Kevin Gill. I had turned my computer all the way up because WAP was playing, and then he goes, Bussy is for the kids. Bussy is life. My boyfriend looks and he goes, what did he just say? And I couldn't even try to explain to him the idea of what Effie is and why that's the perfect thing for him to be under, like the perfect tag team name. So he just looked at me. He was like, why is there somebody in wrestling named Bussy? What is Bussy? And it was like a 5-minute long conversation about what Bussy is and what it means. GCW appeals to non-wrestling fans, at least. That's what I can say.
Oh, big time. My wife has zero interest in wrestling whatsoever. If I try to talk to her about it, she smiles and nods to be polite and just, be like, okay, yeah, all right.
Oh man, you get the nice end of the stick.
But
Mine doesn't even do that.
But she was sitting right there on the couch while I was watching this last night, and I'm shaking my ass in my chair, and she's like, "What?"
I'm telling you.
She's like, "You're watching wrestling." I'm like, "Yeah," and then I get to explain to her, who Effie and Alley Catch are, and how it doesn't matter if you're man, woman, non-binary, gay, straight. Bussy unites us all. We all have one. It's for everybody.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we can move on.
I think we talked enough about Bussy to get demonetized on YouTube.
Oh, big time. One match is all it takes.
Literally, yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Moving forward, and next we had my match of the night, and probably some other people's match of the night as well, I'm guessing. We had Jonathan Gresham, the new ROH World Champion, taking on AJ Gray in a pure rules match, actually. So that has all of the stipulations, the 3 rope breaks, the 20 count on the outside, the 1 punch, like the 1 closed fist punch, all of those steps. And then we had Jonathan Gresham walking out the winner. But at the end of the post-match, we did have, multiple times throughout the match, we saw John try to shake the hand of AJ Gray, appealing to the code of honor, which is, what Gresham loves. But then at the end, he tries to do it again, and Gray goes like he's going to hit him, and then Gresham flinches. And that's how the match in this segment ends. So what were your guys' thoughts on this match, the 2 competitors, and how they represented themselves in this match? I feel like this was a big match for AJ.
I have all my notes on a notepad here, and I'm just seeing in all caps in the middle of them, do not slap AJ Gray.
Yeah.
And that speaks for that. Oh God, he hurts people, and it's the best thing ever to watch.
It's great.
And I thought it was really interesting. They said this is the first or the second time that AJ Gray is competing in a match like this, and to me, I couldn't even tell. I thought he was very impressive for someone who's in there with a technical genius like Gresham. I thought AJ Gray really came across as a star. I thought this was a big performance for him in terms of his career.
Yeah, AJ sent out a tweet before this basically saying that just because it's pure rules doesn't mean I can't do all the stuff that I want to do.
And Yeah, people were I saw, questioning his punches to the ribs when he had tackled Gresham down, and he actually took the time to tweet a picture of his hand like this. I was like, that's not a closed fist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god,
And
that's genius.
yeah, like he can adapt his style to this kind of match and still beat the ever-loving crap out of somebody,
And he
and
did.
do exactly, he can still fight you the way AJ Gray wants to fight you, even if it's a pure rules match.
Oh yeah.
And he did that. But also, yeah, like the dynamic between him and Gresham stylistically was really,
But what
really,
Gresham
like,
always
it
says,
worked so well.
styles make fights, and he never lied. So
Yeah. It was a great match. I think it is my favorite match of the card, because I'm a technical wrestler, like, nerd, so I was nerding out the entire time, seeing what Gresham was doing. I really liked, even though I don't really know much about ROH, I really liked, and I assume the handshake, like y'all said, is part of Code of Contact, Code of
Ring of Honor.
Conduct, which is, or yeah, Ring of Honor. So, I really like that. I feel like I unfortunately jumped too late on to get back into wrestling. I kind of missed the end, or at least for now, of ROH. But like, from what I've seen and from what I'm hearing, is that he's very much like perfect for ROH, and is like a good sum of how they do things. And I was like blown away. I was like, this dude is amazing. He's so dope. I really want to see him wrestle more, whether it be in AEW or wherever else, and obviously, hopefully in GCW as well. But like, I was blown away, and I was really surprised. Well, I'm not really surprised, but I was really excited that we got something like this on a GCW card. I wasn't expecting that, because I've prior to seeing this, I'd only seen the Moxley Nick Gage title match. So those are my expectations, and so seeing this on the card, and then some of the other cool stuff,
Yeah.
that was different from that, was really cool, and really like blew my expectations.
One
But
thing I wanted to mention was how excited Jonathan Gresham looked to have this match. Like, he's in the ring, jumping up and down with his arms. Like,
Yeah.
he just is proof that it's so easy to make somebody a babyface. Let them wrestle and let them be happy that they're wrestling. Like, you don't have to over exaggerate it. Like, we always see it happen like that. And I'm so excited for Terminus. I'm going to Terminus. That's why I always talk about Danny Garcia and meeting him. And I hope that they broadcast that also. I mean, they started to announce some of the matches, but I think it's going to be a really, really good card. And I hope that everybody everywhere can see it as well. So,
yeah, I just wanted to mention, I don't think there's anyone better that ROH could have picked to take the world title on the indies than Gresham. Because if he's going to keep this title, ROH April 2022, maybe something will happen, maybe something won't. I don't know. But if someone's going to carry this title on the indies and do it the justice that it deserves, it's him.
definitely.
Oh yeah,
that's
and
good to know.
he can wrestle with anybody. Like, it doesn't matter where he go, where
He can wrestle with a broom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he'll make the broom look good too. Like,
Oh yeah.
oh, absolutely. Like, Gresham is just perfect. Like, if you name a move and you get a mental image of what that move's supposed to look like, that is how he does those moves. Like, every time. Like,
He's literally the wrestler. Like, every single thing you want a wrestler to have, it's just him in a package. Even his thunder thighs. His thighs are huge. They both have like these thunder thighs. I don't understand it. Maybe it's like a family, like you get married and you guys both get thunder thighs. It's like a wedding gift, but I don't know. It's crazy.
All the squats they do, all the powerlifting.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
okay. Moving on.
He's just built different.
Thunder thighs. Cash is probably gonna ask me questions about why I'm talking about Gresham. We got a Terminus media opportunity coming up. Gresham's gonna be like, "You said what about my thighs?" Oh god, that'll be a great explanation. Baron will get a kick out of it. Okay.
I meant it in a nice way. I meant it in a nice way. I meant it in a nice way. It was a compliment.
Yes. Next match, we had Cora Jade's boyfriend, Ray Christian.
Jesus.
Wait, is that really her boyfriend, or was that just a joke? Okay.
Yeah. like that's not shade though. I just love Cora Jade, and I think they're a super cute couple. Taking on the Sauce, Alexander.
Yep. The gravity got turned off for this one.
Oh yeah, yep. And it was crazy. I have never seen anything like that in my life. Springboarding off of walls and off of freaking I don't even, I guess, a wooden barrier, I guess, or whatever that thing was that he springboarded off of.
It's
Oh
so
my gosh.
weird
Yep.
to like compare this Blake Christian to Trey Baxter in NXT and like try to like see that those are the same people because he was so limited as Trey Baxter. Like the last appearance we saw from him, I think on NXT TV anyway, I'm not including 205 Live, is when he was like getting a kiss from Cora Jade, but Cora Jade liked somebody else, kind of sort of like it was super weird. So I think it's super, super different to see this version of Blake Christian, and this was a great matchup for him.
Don't go see Spider-Man this weekend. Just go watch Blake Christian wrestle.
Yeah, you'll get the same experience.
Same thing.
His hair was dry this time too, which I thought was really weird. Maybe this is just me being particular. Normally his hair is wet and like ginger. It was just ginger and curly, and it was very.
I feel like I never noticed that.
I'm a girl. It's a natural thing. I pay attention to his hair. Roxy's new bangs. I was like, oh my god, she got bangs. So
she looks good too.
So good.
Yeah, I'm not like. There's a couple people where I'm like, oh, okay, you did something different with your hair, but I never catch that.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't pay as close attention to anything as I think I do.
And then the winner of this match was Blake Christian. How did you guys feel about this result? Do you feel like it should have been Alex Zane, or you think it could have gone either way, anything like that?
I like Blake Christian getting the win. Like he's, free finally, gets to come home to GCW. What better way to say, hey guys, I'm back than to get a good win over Alex Zane.
Exactly. He needed it more.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then especially with the post match too, with the promo, calling out Jonathan Gresham, challenging him to an ROH title match at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
That's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
Please book this match.
Please, I agree.
Look, there's no way they don't. They did post match, but you planned it. You gotta book it.
No, it's gonna be. Yeah, it'd be really weird to be like, no, we're not going to do that thing that he said. But
and then I did have a question for y'all since y'all have been watching for a lot longer than I have. I did notice during that promo that the mic cut out a lot. Does that happen a lot?
That's just GCW. That's just who they are.
Yeah.
It's part of the allure of GCW. It's GCW is the wrestling version of going to like a hardcore or a punk rock concert. Like it's very community driven. Mm-hmm. No security railings. People are just up there stage diving, pounding their hands on the mat. And sometimes, with that kind of environment comes some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Which, the wireless mic too, though. Like, I think it depends. Some of it is on where you're holding it, because if you're covering up the wireless receiver, like holding it from the base of the microphone, it was happening. It happened a little bit with Denise and Emil as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, quick shout out to Denise Salcedo. Literally, Cassidy a text message. I was like, it is 11 o'clock at night. How is Denise screaming like this? I would be dead right now.
It's only 8 p.m. for her,
She's
though.
just so good at her job.
Yeah, she
is. Everything Denise does is just incredible.
She's a jack of all trades.
Absolutely.
And she's good at them.
My bestie, she retweeted me.
Yep.
Everyone's your bestie at this point.
Exactly. I mean, you're my real bestie, but my fake besties, it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick.
The bestie machine. That's you.
If you retweet Jay, you are her bestie.
No, me and Carmelo Hayes are actually besties though. Like that's real life. Like I didn't tag him in my tweet or nothing. He follows me and he responds to my college tweet. Me and him are actually besties. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And Big Swole. Watch Big Swole's podcast tonight at 6 p.m. It's on her Twitter. Go follow it. But for the next match, I was asleep during the rest of this show. So you guys are going to have to kind of clue me in. I fell asleep early. I am very sorry.
Sorry.
The next match, I just have what the match was Jacob Fatsu versus Matthew Justice. And this is a guy, Matthew Justice is from like the second gear crew, right? That's with
Yeah.
AJ Gray. I'm not sure who else it's in. I just saw it for the first time at the last show.
Mance Warner like is his
Okay.
regular tag team partner. Usually like the two
Okay.
of that's he brought a Mance Warner shirt out. He's unfortunately indisposed with an injury right now.
Okay.
But yeah, he you can really tell that Matthew Justice wants the tag match with Mance Warner against Jacob Fatu and Juicy Finau. So that'll be just a brutal brawl whenever that happens.
Yeah, definitely. And
which this match was the same. Like
this match was just a brawl, and in my opinion, this was the weakest match on the card, but it was still awesome. So it speaks to the show. But this match existed just for an angle. There was never intended to be a winner or anything, which is fine.
Yeah.
It gave me what I expected out of it, which was Matthew Justice and Jacob Fatu beating the snot out of each other, hitting each other with anything that wasn't nailed to the ground. And then it like most of it was there was no decision in the match. It like devolved into absolute anarchy. It was just a throw out, no contest. But yeah, like the whole. What it really boiled down to was the post match between Starboy Charlie getting dragged to the ring by Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Well, his mom looks on.
Yeah. Well, his mom's just up on the stage and don't hurt my baby. Don't hurt my baby.
Mm-hmm. Isn't he 18 also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
18 and unders. I gotta interview him.
Like what is in the water these days? Like where are all these guys coming from? Like
I don't know. It's just Gen
Z. Not just wrestlers, but talented young people in general. Like
it's just Gen Z.
What did I do wrong as a teenager? But
you like a Gen Z cusp though, Kiley, right?
Yeah, sort of. Like I'm 33, so I'm more like millennial, I think.
You're a solid millennial.
A solid millennial.
I'm
solid.
I yeah.
We're built different. I can flex too. I got my
There you go.
There you go.
But we want to talk about heat though. Heat.
Wait, you guys had to cue me earlier. You just do it.
He said it was a code word.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was code.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Heat. Yeah. This match was a heat magnet.
It was. I'm sure Bully. I'm sure Bully was creaming his pants when he was watching. I'm sure.
Jacob Fatu post match beating up Starboy Charlie with a cast on his leg. Like, dude literally is like still out walking around on crutches, and he's like, yeah, okay, I'll do a little post match, sure. And his poor mom, just trying to defend him, being held back by a man 11 times her size in Juicy Finau, and then having to watch her son get top rope splashed on by Jacob Fatu, who has no business flying through the air.
How do you get cleared to do something like that? You just don't you just do it and tell your doctors later.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's like, okay, look, you're not putting me off the ropes. Like, there's no weight going on this leg, but if you want to just like lay me in the corner and stomp on me and then maybe hit me with a big splash, don't land on my leg and I'm sure we'll be fine is probably the conversation for something like that. But
probably
still, he didn't have to, but he did, and God did make everyone in the building want to kill Jacob Fatu on his way to the curtain.
GCW is really good at is building stars, and Jacob Fatu is, in my opinion, undeniably one of the future stars of the business. And GCW and Starboy Charlie and GCW just giving them this opportunity, and the way it played out and the way the crowd reacted, I thought nothing could have gone better.
Chris Dickinson's watching this match and he just can't wait to get back in there with Charlie and handle business with him.
That first match that they had was so good.
Absolutely. One of my favorite tag matches this year actually is Joey Janela and Marco Stunt versus Chris Dickinson and Starboy Charlie from Fight Club in October. That was, I love Starboy Charlie and Chris Dickinson together. It's like the most odd couple, like veteran young guy, big guy, small guy.
But it works.
Chris Dickinson's personality and Starboy Charlie is such an innocent looking little dude. And Chris
does look
Dickinson
really
is
innocent.
not. So it's such a good tag team. I love it.
Cool. I'm excited for that. I'm also excited to see Starboy because he looks like he's definitely a future star. And based off of his just what I saw off of this, his selling was great and all that. And I was just like, all right, I can't wait to see this guy wrestle after he gets healed. Like I was like, all right, I can't wait for this because I just love seeing the young guys just freaking just tearing it up and being amazing. So I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to see him and I guess the veteran wrestler that you were talking about that he teams with. So I'm excited to see that as well.
Yeah, Chris Dickinson is I can't it sucks that he's hurt too because he was at ROH Final Battle. He's part of Violence Unlimited with Tony Depp and Homicide and Brody King. So I can't wait for him to get back.
I just think it's so cool that I get to say I grew up with them. Like I could say that about like Starboy, Nick Wayne, like Billy Starks. Like I could be like, we're like all like the same age. Like, and then eventually in the future when I cover them, like they're gonna be superstars. And be like, yeah, we're like the same age. I grew up with them. I know them for a long time. And be like old, like in my like wheelchair, my cane, and everything.
Yeah, and another
around that long, like who knows? The Earth could be dying. Like we're like 60 degrees in December, but whatever. I guess like that's cool.
If the planet doesn't explode in
still alive.
the next decade, they're definitely going to be on our TVs.
Yes.
Which is great.
So, moving on.
I think there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event.
Let's go.
The main event match, we had a no ropes barbed wire match. Insane. There was a picture of Denise that she tweeted saying that she wanted to touch the barbed wire with like a picture of it in the backstage in the locker room. We saw Atticus Cogar take on Jordan Oliver in this match. Once again, I was asleep during this match. I'm so mad about it. What were your thoughts? And what were your guys' thoughts about the build to this match as well? Because we saw some of this build take place at So Live.
That fireworks thing that they did at So Alive was scary looking. Like anytime you're anywhere near the pyro, it's just like, oh god, please don't actually hurt yourself. Like, so that was a good build. Like and the commentary team throughout the match did a really, really good job of laying out the history between these guys. And really getting us invested in the story between the two, and not just the fact that they're having a no rope barbed wire match, which kind of sells itself anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like I had no idea about the build to this match until I watched it, and that really helped me, especially giving me basically all the breadcrumbs that I needed to understand what was going on. So that all was really awesome.
I thought it was an incredible match. It was GCW at its finest. They did so many insane spots, but it didn't feel like a spot fest. It felt just like a brutal match. I just thought it was incredible. And these two have been in GCW and been in the same spot, kind of in the same place and just dancing around each other for so long that I thought that this was a star-making performance for both of them.
Wyatt, how old do you think Jordan Oliver is?
I think they said it on the broadcast, but I don't remember. Like 18?
Oh, well, he's 22, but he looks very young, and he has a lot of mileage on him.
Yeah. And as actually, like you were saying about being excited to see Starboy and like the young guys, get, developing in GCW, this was GCW giving the young kids the ball and saying, hey, go out there, big show in LA, main event, no rope barbed wire, no
Atticus is,
Moxley,
like,
no
24
Gage,
too,
like
so, like, they're both pretty young.
Like,
they're
yeah, there's no Moxley, no Gage. Like, they handed the young guys the ball for the main event, and they scored touchdowns like for the whole match.
Yeah, they scored like 60. Like it was incredible.
Yeah, the way like they told such a good story with the match too. Like it was exactly like Kiley was saying. They didn't just go spot. They, they played with the nobody wants to be the first to go into the wire, to the point where Jordan Oliver literally dove clear over the wire onto Atticus on the outside, which, like absolutely wild. Jordan Oliver also not, known for the ultra violent style. He's, more of a technical wrestler. And to see him doing, like taking an air raid crash through a pane of glass. These guys were playing with fire. Jordan Oliver put his Brandy Rhodes costume on for a minute and just was dousing a door with lighter fluid. Best way I've ever seen a flaming prop of any kind get ignited in a wrestling match. With Atticus Kogar went to spit fire at Jordan Oliver. Jordan Oliver moved, so he lit the door that Jordan Oliver had sprayed with lighter fluid up with the fireball that he spat out of his mouth. And then
How do you spit a fireball out of your mouth?
I don't know. He had like a plank, like a piece of wood that he doused with lighter fluid, and I'm assuming he just had some like lighter fluid or something in his mouth. And
maybe it was liquor,
or maybe some kind of liquor. I don't know. There's like a little black bag, like thumbtack bag in the corner, but it was just all flammables in there. So not sure how they made it happen, but like good job.
Sounds like GCW. Yeah. GCW would make it happen.
Yeah, it looked amazing, and then also like considering how close everyone on the outside is to the ring, like they did a really it was very safely done for a fire spot at an indie show. So yes.
Atticus Kogar is gonna have a hell of a run in 2022. Oh yeah, he just has such a unique look. He has this incredible presence about himself, and I think this match proved that he's sort of surpassed the GCW developmental path, and that he's now someone who's ready to main event on a consistent basis, and that he can hang with people like Gage and like Jimmy Lloyd and Mox.
Those would be, give me all those. Oh, Kogar and Moxley would be awesome. I'd love to see that.
That would be great.
I would love to see that. Oh, he stuck skewers in Jordan Oliver's mouth.
Yeah, that was.
I just looked at my notes, and all I got was, "Don't put skewers in people's mouth," in all caps. That was. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was scary.
I just PTSD'd myself a little.
Yeah,
that was gross. Great though, great. Also Jordan Oliver with the in massive cutter to the outside too. Like Jordan Oliver, like he'll do whatever he like. He can do everything that can possibly happen in a GCW ring. After last night, like seeing all the risks and dangerous spots that he was participating in, I'm convinced Jordan Oliver, he'll get ultra violent if he needs to. Apparently, it's like he'll do it all. I love it.
He'll do anything to get over
it. He'll do it all. That was so good.
Yeah, you don't succeed in GCW unless you can do it all. Even Matt Cardona. They made him do the death match.
Oh yeah. I
can't wait to watch that.
Perfect example. If at first you can't explode someone through a flaming door, just try a second time.
Yeah.
You get it eventually.
Did it.
Yeah,
he got it though. So
yeah. I actually liked it more with the miss and then him picking him right back up and just being like, "No, you're going through that door." Like,
that was really cool. I like that too. And then I also liked in that match when he tried to do the Three Amigos and then he didn't get the third one. I always love it whenever somebody does that, just because Eddie is goated. So it's always nice to see people doing that. And unfortunate that he didn't get the third one, but it's still really awesome.
Always some quick heat. to be the heel that breaks up a Three Amigos.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's coming.
Oh man.
Gotta
I
get
like this one more. I think this one's the better one.
Yeah, I think so.
I like number 2. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
great.
Bring back on. Okay. Any final thoughts about the show in general? Do you guys know when the next show is? I don't keep up with GCW like I should. I should have taken this down in my notes. If you guys want to plug yourselves while I look for it, we can do that too.
If there's not a show before New Year's Eve,
I think it's New Year's Eve
think
and
New Year's Eve and New Year's Day doubleheader are their next shows. So
I think so.
That'll be a busy weekend for us.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
great. That'll be a busy weekend for me too. That sounds so much fun. And guess who's probably going to be there? Cass. Great.
I know. Before we do finish talking about the show, I want to shout out Emil J. I love Emil J. He's he's my favorite ring announcer in wrestling. He's just always looks the most excited person. Like, you'll never find someone who looks happier to be at work than Emil J.
He just loves GCW.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go in the same order we did the introductions in. Where can the people find you? What do you have going on? All that good stuff. Stuff you're doing, Body Slam you want to plug or anywhere else, go for it. So
yes, you can find me on Twitter at Fuller Kiley. That's my name.
So
I'm
bad.
also on the GCW Post Shows. I'm also on the AEW Wrap Up on Sundays. And I do news. You can see me on interviews. I'm doing everything.
Wyatt.
Yeah. you got this.
I was like over here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So you can get me on, or you can reach me on Twitter at CowboysXWrestling. And then on Body Slam, I'm going to be doing some more editorials for sure. And obviously here on the GCW Post Shows. And in the future, soon, we're going to start doing the NXT Post Shows. And I'm going to be on that. I'm pretty excited for that because I just started watching that as well.
Oh, God bless your soul.
Yeah.
Hey, they pulled a viewer in the demo in.
Yeah.
It looks like GCW's next show is a charity event, Seasons Beatings. I don't know if that's broadcasting live, but that says December 27th. So I'm unsure if that is correct or not, but that's what I am currently seeing. If it's not that, then it'll be the Till Infinity show on the 31st. So follow us on Twitter and you'll find all that stuff.
Yeah.
I can do this one.
You can find me right at that Mr. Purple TV. I'm just doing, AEW recaps and results for bodyslam.net. Might branch out into some editorials if I can think of anything to write about. And then here on the GCW Post Show, just talking about how much I love AJ
right?
Gray.
You're on the Sunday show too, right?
But me, I might pop into some stuff here and there. I'll show up wherever. I'll show up wherever people want me.
There you go.
Same here.
I'll talk about wrestling with anybody. I love it.
Okay, well, I got the long plug, so I saved myself for the end. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Jaychele. I just dropped a new interview today with the main event. Two great guys who have worked on AEW Dark and Dark Elevation. They're making their way on the indie scene right now. Super, super great. Launched a new series called Meet. Blah, 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 blah. That's the first episode. I have some cool episodes coming out soon. I guess I can just say it here. I have one with Billy Starks, and I have another one with Brooke Havoc, likely coming out before the end of the year. So stay tuned for those. And also, you guys can check out this new piece that I'm working on, this new series called Shining Stars of AEW Dark and Dark Elevation. It's kind of my year-end wrap-up list, reviewing all the people and the extras who were cast onto AEW Dark and Dark Elevation and giving them their flowers, because there's some super great people who do enhancement talent work over there. I also did Fantasy Booking Friday yesterday. You can check me out every Friday, normally with Carissa and a guest. We're beyond this Thursday, though, because this Friday is Christmas Eve, so go enjoy your Christmas with your family. You can check us out at 5 p.m. with Kate Hensler from Fightful and On Deck IC. I always do lots of writing stuff over at bodyslam.net. I'm co-managing editor. You can follow me on the Twitters and all that good stuff. I'm I'll probably be on every single show that you ever see on Body Slam from now on, I guess. So, yep, any show you see live, just say, is Jaychele on it? And I'll respond to you because I'll probably be the one in the comments anyway. Lots of cool interviews coming out. Like I said, we got some with Kiley coming up that I'm super, super excited about, but we can't say who they are yet.
But everyone else is going to be super excited about them too.
Yes.
You're going to love it.
Yes. Pinky promise. And Pinky promise you're going to love it. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're already watching on YouTube, it's half the battle. You just click the subscribe button. You can click the like button too. It'll help us in the algorithm. Follow us on Twitter at BodySlamNet. Facebook, same thing, BodySlamNet. We have Twitch now. We're live on Twitch as well. So there's the option to watch over there. Twitch.tv/BodySlamNet. Wow, I'm getting these plugs in real good today.
Hey.
You can just check us out regularly in the browser, bodyslam.net. For all of your wrestling and MMA needs, if you're interested in that. We have a UFC show, MMA show coming up with Rob Wilkins, which is great. Not sure when it's coming out yet, but when it is, follow us on Twitter and you'll get all the good stuff there. Turn on post notifications. We're breaking news. We broke the Brody King news, and Brody King was on the show. I just wanted to say it. Super excited about that. I don't know what else I got. You guys got anything else, or you think we're wrapping up here?
Brody King is all elite.
Let's go.
So I think that ends our show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This cast has been great. It's a lot of these people's first show on Body Slam, first time hosting a podcast as well. So make sure to give them their flowers in the comments. We see some great show, guys. And there was another one up here. I did enjoy this live cast. So thank you guys so much for being on here. Check them all out on Twitter. Check out all the great Body Slam work. We just brought in a bunch of new people to our amazing team. We're so excited. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We have so much new content coming out, and we're happy to give it to you if you guys are going to check it out. So also, maybe stay tuned for the Animal Planet watch along on Twitch. Real good reason to follow Twitch. If you like Animal Planet, so do I. I like to watch hippos run underwater because they're super fast.
River monsters.
I have hippophobia. I am self-diagnosed through google.com.
We're going to treat you on Twitch.
Hey. A great way to end the show is talking about the hippos. GCW should book a hippo. Book a hippo facing off against John Moxley. Just do it.
Yo,
Moxley would win.
I'll bet Brody King could beat a hippo.
I think so too. I think
he could probably get it in a headlock.
Brody King and AJ Gray versus hippos. I think hippos lose. I think hippos
calling
lose.
Animal Planet. We're gonna get some hippos.
Yes.
I'll call Brett Lauderdale. We'll get GCW, and we'll put it on Body Slam Twitch.
Yeah. I want to see Brody King and AJ Gray just beat the shit out of some hippos. That's 2022. Book it. That's my fantasy booking.
Kevin Gill will be so down for it. He'll be like, "This hippo is weighing in."
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. If MLJ will gladly, I'm sure he'll announce that match. Kevin Gill easily on commentary. He just killed a fucking hippo. He's losing his mind. I love it.
Up with the idea. I think all of us should be on commentary as well. Just saying, commentary is my biggest fear, but I would love to do it if it's about hippos. So.
Yeah, I'm afraid of hippos, so I'd rather do commentary than be anywhere near anywhere near that ring.
You should be the ref, Mike. You should be the ref.
No.
Face your fears. If you ref the match, you'll face your fears.
I was about to go to a party yesterday.
No. Oh no. I'd be like, give me a ref bump before we even get through the curtain. I'm not going out there. Blast me with a chair, unprotected headshot. Let's go. I'm nowhere near those hippos. Nowhere near a hippo.
So what I'm hearing is you'd rather take a flaming table spot than go against a hippo.
Yeah. Oh, anything. Name a spot. I'd rather do that than get mauled by a hippo. Yeah. You need to watch this. You need to be at the Animal Planet.
They run underwater.
They run.
They don't swim, they run.
No, they're
they go up and down.
Mm-hmm.
It's really scary.
I want to plan that soon. After we get off this broadcast, can we plan the Animal Planet watch along?
Yes.
I'll watch Animal Planet with you guys right now. I don't care.
Cash isn't here. I can do whatever I want. So Maybe we're gonna do an Animal Planet watch long right after this. I gotta figure out how Twitch works. I gotta learn it real quick. I don't know how to use that thing, but I feel like it's like a quick broadcast. So go,
I got you. Oh yeah, I do that too. Let me plug it. Same at twitch.tv/Mr. Purple. I play video games sometimes, like once or twice a week, maybe a little more if I'm like super bored.
Gotcha.
There you go. I need to start doing that again too.
It's not great, but like come hang.
Neither is the show. We just ended by talking about hippos, so I don't. You get what you get, and you don't get upset, right? That's what Joe Holford always says.
Something like that.
Something like that. Seems bad. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching this show. We ended with some hippos and some Animal Planet. Maybe we'll be live on Twitch. I'm gonna try to arrange that. We just won't tell Cass. Maybe I gotta give him a call though. That's kind of my boss. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Peace out, y'all.